And there's the biggest celery is going to be over here.
That's not even. Now let me tell you something. You know what's happening on our planet today? Are you all aware that this poor kid, that's not even ripe. But it's probably better than what...
He says it's very good.
I know, because he hasn't had anything good. When my stuff gets ripe, it's off the charts. It's so good. But anyway, what's happening to the planet today, if you're paying attention, is that these farmers that go to school that have college educations who are well educated in growing things are using more and more pesticides every year. Pesticides. In the bee population, the world is declining at a scary rate. Are you hearing me? And what these farmers don't get is if you don't have bees, you're not going to have food. Did you hear me? What the Creator showed me is awesome. You see in my trees over here, you see how the tree has yellow apples and red apples in the same tree? I'm grafting. And here's the power of grafting. When you graft into a tree multiple varieties without bees, when the wind blows, because they're close, they'll cross-pollinate. And I will have fruit forever with or without bees. This is huge. This is so huge. I think it's awesome. And the beauty of this is, see, my orchard's quite full. So if I want a new variety, I have no room. But by grafting, I can always be putting in new varieties endlessly. No end of it. It's so cool. And they're not even ripe. They're like months from being ripe. When they get ripe, they're just, I mean, the sugar is just off the charts. It's so cool. It's not even ripe. It's not even close.
Oh, there's nasturtiums.
Yeah. See over here, you see this one branch of all green apples and all the red ones, you know. And I think that looks cool in the tree. Having multiple, it's just you know, it's attractive. You know?
You could do that with blueberries. Huh?
Yeah, it has to be, you know, apple to apple, pear to pear, blueberry. You can't. God's not in disorder.
Right.
It's all got to be in order. But you can always graft in the same variety, multiple varieties.
You don't cross graft or cross pollinate.
Yeah.
Pears
How
and
do you
apples.
graft?
Let me show you how to graft. If you read books, they make it very hard. I asked the Creator how, and He made it so easy. You're going to blow your mind. I'm going to show you over here. I had an interesting experience last year. I think it's so cool that I keep getting this stuff that I've never seen before. You know, I've been doing this forever. But I have a pear tree over here, a bosque pear, which is really a good pear, but this pear has never borne, it's an old tree, you can see it's quite big, and it's never had more than 6 pears ever, and some years none. So I'm thinking, like, you know what, and I got pear trees right here. They're right here. It's like only, like, you know, maybe 35 feet away from it. And it's not getting cross-pollinated. So I says, you know what, I'm over this. I'm going to start grafting into it other varieties so I can get something off this tree because it's just taking up space and not being any good. So I grafted into this tree a year ago, and this spring the Holy Spirit really was on me. He says, I want you to pay attention to the amount of bloom on that graft you dig, because it was like dramatic. It was like white flowers everywhere. So I'm looking at it, and I'm impressed. What has my attention now is that this bosque pear is full of pears. The tree's loaded. And what I got in the Spirit was, I want you to hear me, it's one thing when a bee has to go from there to there with pollen. It's something else when the pollen's in the tree itself and the wind blows and it covers the whole space. Something about local pollination is so far beyond what a bee does. And I was totally blown away. I mean, wow, this really got my attention. And so now I'm just more and more motivated to graft in my trees just for the pollination benefit, because it's just so much more effective than bees. Is anybody growing kale? Huh? Come over here, you kale growers. How does this kale look under my tree? Does anybody not like kale?
This is kale?
Yeah. Does somebody not like it? Anybody? You could be.
I don't usually like it.
Okay, good.
I find it tough.
Come here. This is now. I want you to watch her response. This you know is going to be tough and bitter.
Yeah.
Start there and talk to me. Eat that and talk to me. Be honest. If it's tough and bitter, just really express what that's like.
It's easy to chew.
So it's not tough.
It's not tough.
How about the bitterness?
It's not.
No.
Are you getting it? Are you understanding that this is how kale's supposed to
Doesn't taste
taste?
like the kale I've ever had.
My point is, this is how kale's supposed to taste.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
What you had in the past wasn't kale.
I'm having my first kale today.
You are. And this is what I want you to get. I want you to really experience what real food tastes like.
Yeah, because usually I only have it when it's really cooked.
And then you cook it because you're trying to make it
Because
soft.
I'm trying to, yeah, exactly.
Because it's tough.
Because I can't deal with it in salad
Yeah.
now.
I'm just telling you, man, real food is awesome. Does someone have a knife?
Yep.
Come here, I need your help. Okay,
I got one right there.
let me get this zucchini out here. I'm going to have you cut this up and hand out pieces.
Okay.
You just twist that one off right
This
there.
one right
just,
here?
just twist. Now for someone who wants a really great experience, I want you to eat this flour. This flour is off the charts delicious. Somebody try that out.
Are you chicken?
No, just the flours. You'll be surprised how good it is. And you slice that up and just hand people pieces. Now,
Now, do we eat this part or
no, just cut that top. But look at all the water coming out of that.
Yeah.
You see, we just broke this off. You see all the water coming out of that? And this is the plant that gets no irrigation. Try to eat it. Well, that must have been pretty hard, huh?
It's sweet.
Now, would you cook that?
Cooking is not necessary. There's more nutrients in this.
See, when you cook food, you kill enzymes.
Yeah.
And I always go back to the beginning. If you notice in the garden, God didn't issue Adam and Eve a stove and refrigerator. You're laughing, but I'm not. We were never designed to put live food in the refrigerator and let it die, and then cook and kill all the enzymes. It's not by design.
Thank you. I think I've never had.
Is that pretty good?
It's good.
Again, zucchini for the first time.
Real zucchini. This is how zucchini is supposed to taste. I mean, this is how it's really.
No,
This
you
is.
set the bar so high, this is going to be really sad.
I'm just telling you, the Creator made everything good. He's a good God. He cares. He's a Father. He didn't make bad things. And when something doesn't taste good, it was messed with. It was altered. It's not by design.
So how will this stuff grow before you have trees this mature to shade them?
Well, you see my garden over here?
Oh, never mind.
It's doing quite well. The trees are just an asset. Again, this is something I'm learning now. I didn't get this before, but I'm so motivated now. Well, just look over here at my potatoes. All those purple flowers under the apple trees. Just how big and huge they are. It's just dramatic. Anybody growing potatoes? I mean, look at the size of those things. They're going through my trees.
I think part of the reason that like even with the like you were saying that you cross-pollinated those things, you're open to
guidance.
Yeah.
Well, I just know I don't know much. I haven't lived very long.
Humility and guidance.
You know, and again, when the Creator showed me how nature works, I'm realizing nature's been in operation for over 6,000 years of human recorded history. I'm the new guy on the block. Did you hear me? I'm the young guy. I don't know much. Why would I try to tell them or try to alter what they're doing? It's stupid. They know better. They've demonstrated it for a long time. I should be observing them and paying attention and changing.
Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.